Alright guys, we're back with another video. We have another very nice mail day to go through here. There's a lot of variety here. We have my first Pokemon purchase, but don't go thinking that this is going to be turning into a Pokemon channel. I'll explain the reasons why I did buy it. Plus, I do have a couple of repacks that I was given that I will open live. I haven't ripped anything for a while, so to help me scratch that itch, we're going to open a couple of repacks. Alright, so let's get straight into it. So first up, I did go to Cherry on Sunday. They are open now on Sundays. So yeah, was able to, I was only there to pick up supplies. I was with Jazz and I said, I promise to God, I'll only be there for 10 minutes. And you've got to let me go through one bargain box. I went through one bargain box and I went through their showcase and then just picked out a few things. So first up, we have Jake LaRavia. This is the impeccable on-card auto. Now on the Lakers, but 51 out of 99. Big sports card collector himself. Next up, Bam Adebayo. I think this one's comped at like 20 bucks, but out of 175 optic, was in the showcase there, so had to cop that one. We also have a bunch of cards from their bargain boxes. So Tom Brady Topps Chrome Refractor. I think, you know, all of these are $5 each. I think this is comped at around that price as well, but people always after Tom Brady in the Whatnot shows itself. So we'll see how it does sell on Monday's Whatnot stream, which will be way long gone before this video already does come out. We have a Gale Sayers Spectra out of 99 silver. I actually haven't been Cherry in probably 3 or 4 months. I'm planning to go again next Sunday and do a proper video there. We have Joe Green here out of 99 from Spectra as well. People always like these legendary players, I find. And then the last card here, Joe Flacco, 2018 Silver Prism. Again, if you don't know this set too well, you might be looking at it being like, oh, $5 for a Joe Flacco Silver Prism. That might seem like a bit much, but in 2018 Prism for NFL Silvers were only that only came in at 1 per box, so it was actually quite hard to find Silver Prisms. All right, so next card up, I paid just over $200 for this. Charles Barkley. Initially didn't sign too much, but now he's signing again. This is from 2018-19, I'm pretty sure. No, 2019-20. Gold Prism Auto, it is a sticker. I'm not like the biggest fan of sticker autos when you're paying, you know, mid-end prices, but when it's someone who doesn't sign too much and it's Charles Barkley, I'll take that at just over $200. So I thought that was a really, really nice find at that price. Next up, Sam Laporta. So this is Select Score Throwback Tie-Dye. Out of 25, one of the best tight ends in the NFL at the moment. PSA 10 rookie. Paid just over $100 for this one. The annoying thing is, on the day that I'm recording, Australia Post have banned or sort of put a temporary hold on packages going out to America. So a lot of these cards were actually going to go out to America, and it's a little bit annoying now because I don't know what I'm going to do with them because NFL doesn't sell here. It's just going to be one that we hopefully don't lose too much money on, but regardless, Sam Laporta is a very nice player. All right, we do have a bunch of other stuff here in the background. So let's go to this card. Zion Williamson, paid just over $500 for this one. I mean, this card has dropped massively over the last, 3-4 years. Zion Williamson, Silver Prism Auto, BGS 95 Auto 10. Whether you believe in him or not, I believe in him. I just don't believe in his body. But we'll see how this card does go. I'm always trying to stock up because we do have the Oz National coming up in September, and I think that'll be a great time to kind of be selling off cards because it's just before the NFL. It's not the NFL season, just before the NBA season. People will be looking to buy a fair bit, I reckon, around that period. So. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what I do with this card. Hopefully Zion can keep his body right. Maybe he might have to go vegan or keto and lose some kilos or pounds by my American friends out there. But we'll see how this one goes as well. All right, let's talk about the first Pokemon cards that I bought. So you guys know I do have the Matt's card cases. I'm trying to appeal to more Pokemon people out there. So I hit up my man, Justin from the Card Collective AU. He's down in Sydney, or up in Sydney, rather. And I said that I do need 3 semi-matching slabs that I can showcase in the Matt's card cases when I do have them at shows, because I think people, especially Pokemon people, will look at the cases and they see sports cards and they think, I have no interest in this. But I decided to have 3 Pokemon cards hopefully on display. So we have Dragonair Art Rare PSA 9. I think I paid like $100 total for these. I was happy to pay full comps because I just need it for the shows. I can see why people like Pokemon. I mean, the designs behind these are really cool. We have Palafin, Art Rare, PSA 9, and then we have another one, Articuno, PSA 9 as well. I'm not going to be going to try and explain these cards, what sets they're from or anything like that, but I had to get these cards to hopefully showcase like there when I'm showing the cases off. So I actually do have another few more Pokemon cards coming in that I did in trades for the cases. If you guys want to do trades for the Matt's card case, happy to take them on. I do take plus $30 trade value on the actual cost itself because I've obviously got to sell the cards. But yeah, do hit me up on Instagram if you do want to get a case and you want to trade some cards for it, but you don't want to pay cash for it. I'm happy to get the product out there for people. All right, moving on to the next card. Devin Vassell. So actually the Zion and this card were both from Stanbrook Cards. Shout out to Ned. I'll put them both just up here so everyone can see. Paid just over $100 for this one. I really do like Devin Vassell. He had a bit of an off season last year. He's probably like a fourth option now on that team. You've got Wemby, Fox, you've got Castle as well there. But Vassell's a very nice player. I think he's a very sort of a plug and play sort of player. You can add him into your team and he can do his role, shoot threes. He's lengthy. 3 color patch RPA on card out of 49. Really nice card, and I really like Devin Vassell. I don't have any cards of Devin Vassell, and I've always wanted to kind of have one card of him, so this probably will be the card that I'll kind of hold on to for a fair bit, and we'll see how he goes this season. I'm really intrigued to see how he does perform. All right, so next bunch of cards up, I paid just over, I think I paid $600 for these. So I'll leave the biggest card till the end, but you'll be like, why did he pay $600 for Tyson Bagent? But Tyson Bagent, Blue Prism Auto out of 99. And this is, again, the annoying thing. I would have sent these into America straight away, but I don't know what I'm going to do right now. Hopefully it's resolved by the time this video does come out. Blue Prism Auto from Select. This is a gorgeous card. We have the flawless RPA. Not from any specific game or event compared to NBA where, you know, a flawless RPA would be game worn. It's not like that in the NFL, unfortunately, but this is still a really nice card. I think it's like it's a 3-figure card, like very low 3 figures, but yeah, really cool card. We have the Contenders Auto on card from Tyson Bagent. Kyler Murray, he threw these in actually. So the flawless RPA was the main one I got, and then he threw in the rest of these. So Rookie Contenders Auto, he threw in a Kyler Murray. Shout out to you, Dylan, as well. 35 out of 50 MVP Contenders. Really solid first couple of years, Kyler Murray, but then, yeah, has really dropped off. So hopefully he can come back because I think he's got the talent. We have a Tyson Bagent out of 49 Premier. When this set first came out from Select, I really didn't like it. It looked like it was all off-centered, but I've warmed to it. I don't love it, but I do like it a little bit more. And then the last card from here, Zach Charbonnet Optic Contenders Auto. This one is numbered out of 175. Sorry, that is not the last card of the lot because that meant that entire lot would have been $600. But there is one more card here, and it's this bad boy, Jonathan Taylor, with the inscription. And yeah, just a really cool card. 1 of 1 horsepower, Jonathan Taylor, BGS 85 from Encased. Auto 10, really hard to comp this card out in all honesty. Looking at other Jonathan Taylor 1 of 1 cards, it's really hard to comp out, and he's one of the best running backs in the league at the moment, but the risk with running backs all the time is, you know, if they can stay on the park the entire time. And Jonathan Taylor, unfortunately, last season, I don't think he played the full season, or maybe it was the season before that, but really, really nice card. His divisional rivals with obviously my Houston Texans, so I hope the Colts don't do well, but I hope Jonathan Taylor does well. So yeah, really cool 1 of 1 card there from Encased that we did pick up. Another shout out to my man Max. He forgot to add this one into a package that I bought from him a while back, but a James Wiseman, BGS Authentic, Auto 10, in-person signed auto. Not the biggest fan of in-person autos, but yeah, like in terms of buying it in the lot itself, like it was something that I got signed personally myself. I just keep it for the collection because I just, yeah, I think it's more about, you know, the story behind it, but obviously the original person who bought this got it authenticated and then, yeah, got it graded. So it's obviously in my hands now. I can't really complain about that. All right, next 2 cards, I'm going to give a shout out to Bo. I think his Instagram's NYED_cards, but I picked up these 2 cards for, what did I pay? $100. So we have a Gary Payton. So this is in Bucks uniform. out of 49, but it's actually jersey number 20 out of 49. So really nice little premium there. I think this one in itself, like a lot of the select autos aren't on card, but this year for the veterans, they did make them on card, which is a nice little touch. So 20 out of 49, I think comps at like 50, you know, you kind of add a little premium there. It really is dependent on the buyer out there. So I don't know what it will sell at. And then the other nice card here, the Dick Van Arsdale, flawless on-card auto out of 20. I don't know anything about him, but I really do like flaws, especially early flaws, 2013, 14. Yeah, like I said, these two for $100. I think that's pretty well worth the price. And yeah, assuming it's a franchise, great. Let's see if a Phoenix buyer out there will snap up this card. But two nice cards there that I bought from Bo for $100. All right, so I've talked about this guy before. One of these guys, obviously, because there's three people here. But I got this card over the weekend. I paid $147 for this. So again, you might think, like, you know, you don't know any of these sorts of players like Sam Jones, Nate Thurman, Billy Cunningham. They're all in the Hall of Fame, and I really like this card. It is a sticker auto, but Billy Cunningham's autos by themselves from Panini, they sell for $200 plus. So when I saw this card, there were no comps in the last sort of 2 to 3 years, or last 2 years off the top of my head, and I kind of thought, if Billy Cunningham's solo auto costs $200 plus, adding Nate Thurman and Sam Jones, who are both also in the Hall of Fame, surely it does not bring the value down, and if anything, brings it up. So in my own head, I'm valuing this at around $300. Really hard to work out, and this is another one I probably would have just sent into America. But Billy Cunningham's autos by themselves, even if they're sticker, they do go for a fair bit, and I've had some success buying some of his cards. But 13 out of 49, Philadelphia 76ers legend, obviously a Warriors legend, and then we have a Celtics legend there. But a triple auto there of 3 Hall of Famers for $150 with Billy Cunningham, you know, having his cards worth a fair bit. I thought it was worth the risk, even though there were no comps on it. So I'm intrigued to see how that one go. I would have loved to put this one on eBay, but I'm really scared now because if someone from America buys it, I don't know what I'm going to do. I genuinely do not know what I'm going to do. All right, so the next bunch of cards, I paid $500 total for them. So we have an Elgin Baylor. He has passed away in the last few years, out of 3. Flawless on-card auto, Lakers legend. I mean, all 3 of these players are Lakers legends. But really cool card. I got this one from Dan Howe Cards, who was selling off a bit of his Lakers PC to fund the trip down here to Melbourne, funnily enough, where I am. Elgin Baylor out of 3, flawless on-card auto. Magic Johnson out of 5. This is a gorgeous card, but Magic Johnson out of 5. Flawless on-card auto. You know, Magic stuff always does well for me. At shows itself, Magic and Bird, I think, you know, top 10 players of all time. You can't really go wrong with them, especially if it's flawless and it's on card. And this is from 2014-15, so semi-early when it comes to flawless. And then we have Gail Goodrich out of 5, flawless on-card auto as well. Always good to have some variety when it comes to the showcases, so we'll see at Oz National, even beforehand, how, if it does sell, hopefully it does, you know, being Lakers players. Now, I did another trade for cases. There's actually 2 more trades coming up. So for this one, I actually traded a 2-row case plus like $400 for these cards to my man MBZ Cards. Great support of the channel. Shout out to you, Nathan. I know you do watch the channel a fair bit, so I appreciate you always hitting me up when it comes to making deals. But this one's entirely Russell Westbrook. So we have Optic Auto. He's actually signing again. So his autos are now coming out with Panini. There's a lot of players now that, you know, may not be at Westbrook's level, but are signing again. I've seen Brennan Roy, Jeremy Lin that have signed in Panini this year. Obviously, Derrick Rose is another one who's quite similar to Westbrook. We have a gold courtside out of 10, elephant case hit of Westbrook, immaculate game-worn jersey, noir game-worn jersey out of 99. The green mosaic choice is out of 18. The blue reactive, or the blue fluorescent, sorry, Elevate from Westbrook. This one's out of 15, 10 out of 15. Court Kings from this season, sorry, out of 125. Panini 1 in case out of 99, as well as out of 35. And then the main cards behind this, we have the Genesis PSA 10, which is a case hit. The Gold Wave Express Lane PSA 10. always explain the story about this one, but in 2020, people thought the gold waves were, they're not numbered, but people thought they only had a print run of 10, and now when you kind of look at the pop reports, it's definitely more than 10. But yeah, these ones used to go for a fair chunk back in the day. And I even remember myself, I was trying to use like True Gold Prisms or True Golds as like a comp to compare it, but it is in no way near a True Gold. So I think it's only like a $50 card. And then speaking about True Golds, we have Westbrook PSA 10 from Select Gold, and then we also have another Westbrook Gold PSA 10 in the Clippers uniform. So really cool cards. We have the Concourse, and then this one's the Mezzanine here. So really, really cool cards. And again, it was for a trade. I gave up cash and a case for these cards. So if you do want to sell your cards as well, we can work out a trade, we can definitely do that. Next lot up. Again, I'll be annoyed because I was going to send these ones into America. $135 for these, just entirely NFL. So we have Demario Douglas Select Jersey Auto, Drake May Silver Select Prism, Irma Smith Marset NTRPA, Brian Thomas Jr. Phenomenon, Jaden Daniels Contenders, Drake May Silver, Travis Etienne Blue, Drake May Silver, Lamar Jackson Pinnacle Jumbo Jersey, Tom Brady Absolute sort of refractor looking, Roquan Smith from Pinnacle Auto, I think it's even, yeah, it's Encore. Okay, Encore, I don't even know what set that is. Khalil Shakir or Shakir, Pinnacle Auto. We have KJ Hamler as well with an auto. Brian Thomas Jr., the tricolor, which is out of $299. Concourse, selling very well at the moment. He's hot when it comes to the NFL. We have Josh Allen. This one is numbered out of 10. 7 plus 10 equals jersey number for Josh Allen, which is 17. Kenny Pickett, the XRC encased. Ramondre Stevenson. This one is not from any specific game or event, not rookie, but out of 199. And then the main card here, which we kind of, would make up at least half the cost, but Brian Urlacher. This one is from Certified. It is numbered out of 8. Chicago Bears legend. So, yeah, this one kind of made up the most of the price in the lot itself. But yeah, kind of annoyed that I can't send this into America because I would love to at the moment. So the last few cards are all in regards to trades for the cases again. So we have, shout out to John. I do know he watches the channel. We traded these 3 cards for a 4-0 case. Michael Jordan. People always ask for Michael Jordan when it comes to shows. I don't have many, even though I do believe Michael Jordan's a GOAT. I didn't grow up in that era. I don't know anything about 90s cards. So a lot of the times when people send me these cards, I always have to comp them. So that's okay. But we have the Flair Showcase, row 3 of MJ. I think this is like $40, $40, and the last card's $100. So we have the Tim Duncan Rookie, the Gold Medallion Edition. So Tim Duncan, obviously, again, it's probably a top, could be a borderline top 10 player, in all honesty, maybe top 15 player. And then Kevin Garnett, another player who wasn't signing as much, more in the mid-2010s, is signing back again. This is the Mosaic auto. He doesn't really have the nicest looking auto. It looks like scribble here to me, but yeah, Kevin Garnett, this is the Mosaic Choice auto from 2019-20. And then the final bunch of cards, as well as the repacks that we will open up live. If I can find my scissors, I can. So shout out to my man Adam from bully.cards. We traded these 2 cards, or I got these 2 cards in exchange for 3 of the 4-row Matt card cases. So this is a gorgeous card here. Kobe Bryant Clutch. Blue from early select here, out of 49. Really, really nice card here. And I think this goes well being the clutch insert, being Kobe. Rest in peace, Kobe. I wasn't the biggest fan of him, but that was just out of jealousy and more so because he always destroyed my Houston Rockets. But yeah, Kobe Bryant card. Really nice insert out of 49. And then I've been trying to find, I sold like a couple of my big Cade cards at the Hobby Hangout XL. So I've been trying to find another Cade card to kind of hold on to. We prefer an on-card auto because I do find these ones always hard to sell. But regardless, this is the Blue Disco from Select out of 25. 20 out of 25 rookie Cade. Really nice card. I do like Cade, and it's kind of funny to see how, I thought Jalen Green might, take over Cade, but yeah, now Jalen Green's not even on the Rockets anymore. But yeah, Cade Cunningham out of 25 Blue Disco, and yeah, just a shout out again to to Adam. He sent me out a couple of his repacks. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of repacks. I would never kind of make my own repack. I don't want to be deceptive in my own way, but I do, and also it's gambling, but you know, you get better chances of getting a nice hit in repacks versus opening boxes. But Adam does have a full checklist on his website, so he did send me these two out, and I do appreciate it. So we have the Slam Edition, which is his NBA mystery box, and then we have the Bully Pack, which is his WWE repack. So let's open the WWE one. I'm not the biggest WWE fan. I was when I was a little kid. I have great memories. Batista was my guy. So Batista was my guy because he's half Filipino, and you always look for those Filipino, you know, people to kind of look up to. I have great memories. My favorite songs to get pumped up at the gym are WWE songs like Randy Orton's old song, Burning My Light from Mercy Drive. I love I Walk Alone by Saliva from Batista. I love Metalingus from Alter Bridge, which is Edge's song. So I do know my WWE more in the early to mid 2000s versus anything else. So let's see what you're going to pull, brother. Let's see what we get. All right, let's get the card out first. So there you go. Go check him out. Bully Cards. Appreciate this. Appreciate him for sending this one out. I know people don't like slow reveals, but I don't give a crap because I'm doing a slow reveal. Actually, you know what? This would go perfectly there. There you go. All right, slow reveal time. Let's see what we get from the WWE repack. Out of 299, we have, I have no clue who this is, Carmella. There you go, from NXT. I did say to him that I didn't know WWE too well, so then he threw in the NBA one, so I appreciate that. But WWE, Carmella, on-card auto out of 299. I wouldn't be surprised if WWE has like this sort of come up in the next sort of 12 months, because I think people are, it is so relevant, culturally relevant. Like you've got people who are doing movies now, John Cena, The Rock, all that sort of stuff, Batista. I just think that it is become, you know, more and more culturally relevant, and whether people can start to appreciate that, I'm not going to get into it, but I can see why people, you know, would get into the WWE cards and if they do pop off. So we have a Carmella there. Let's go on to the NBA repack that we do have. All right, let's open this up. Actually, no, there's no plastic seal on it. I am very silly. Okay, so we've got the plastic seal here. I apologize for that. I've just scraped this beautiful packaging. All right, let's go this way. So again, slow roll. All right. I know NBA, fortunately. So let's see how we go. We have a white select. Is it a rookie? Not a rookie. We have Kyrie Irving. So I'm pretty sure the white discos are numbered out of 75. So there you go, 53 out of 75, my very first basketball number. 53 out of 75, very nice card here, the white disco of Kyrie Irving. So thank you, Adam, for that repack, and I really do appreciate it. Go check him out, and also thank you for the trade as well. That's it for this massive Mailday. I got a bunch of cards in front of me. A lot of variety there. I promise you guys I'm not getting into Pokemon. Nothing against Pokemon, but Pokemon is not my forte. If you do want to do some trades for the Matt's card cases, or you want to buy one, hit me up on Instagram or go check out my website down below. Smash the like button down below, comment down below, and hit the subscribe button if you guys haven't subscribed already. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Take care.